Hello, friend. Good evening.
Today we are going to study about the business and commercial knowledge. First, what is economics? The term economics owes its origin to the Greek word oikonomia, which means household. Till 19th century, economics was known as a plo- political economy. The book named an inquiry into the nature and causes of the wealth of the nation. 1776, usually abbreviated as The Wealth of Nation by Adam Smith, is considered as the first modern work of economics. Before we start with the meaning of business economics, it is important for us to understand what economics is about. For this, consider the following situation. If it is your birthday and your mother gives you 1000 rupees birthday gift, you are free to spend the money as you like. What will you do? You have many options before you, such as you can give a party to your friend and spend the whole money on them. Second, you can buy yourself a dress for 1000 rupees. You can go for a movie and in a restaurant for your choice. You can buy yourself a book and save the rest of the money. What do you notice? You have many options before you given a choice. You would like to spend not only on money, your friend, but also like to go for a movie, eat in a restaurant, buy a dress and a book and save money. However, you cannot have all of them at the same time. Why? Because you have only 1000 with you. Had your mother given you 2000, you might have satisfied more of your desire, but she has not. Now you find yourself in a dilemma as to which of the above option to choose. You will have to go for one option or a combination of one or more option. What do you do? You evaluate the various alternative and choose the one that gives you the greatest satisfaction. Similar dilemma is faced by every individual in every society and every country in this world. Life is like that. Since we cannot have everything we want with the resources we have, we are forever forced to make a choice. Therefore, we choose to satisfy only some of our wants and leaving many other wants unsatisfied. Human beings have unlimited wants. The means to satisfy these unlimited wants are relatively scarce for of the subject matter of economics. Let us now examine what economics study about. Economics is the study of the process by which relatively scarce sources are allocated to satisfy the competing unlimited wants of the human beings in a society. Of course, the valuable resources will be efficiently used when they are allocated to their highest value uses. Economy is thus the study of how we work together to transform the source scarce resources into good and service to satisfy the most pressing of our infinite wants, and how we distribute these goods and services among ourselves. This definition of economics, with the narrow focus on using the relatively scarce resources to satisfy human wants is the domain of the modern new classical microeconomics analysis. Despite being correct, it is incomplete as it brings to our mind the picture of a society with fixed resources and skill and productivity capacity, deciding on what specific kind of the good and the service it ought to produce with the given resources and how they ought to distribute it among the members of the society. However, two of the most important concerns of the modern economics are not fully covered by this concept. On the one hand, we found that the productivity capacity of a modern economics has grown tremendously. Population and labor forces has increased. New sources of the raw materials has been discovered and new and better plant and equipment have been made available on farms and in which factories and mines. Not only has the quantity of available productive resources increased, their quality has also improved sustainably. Better education, newly acquired skills have raised the productivity of labor force and has led to discover of completely new kinds of natural resources such as shale gas or new alternative greener or source of the energy, solar or wind power. On the other hand, we know that the resulting growth in the production and income has not been smooth. There have been good periods in which output not only failed to grow but also actually declined sharply. Global financial crisis 2007, corona pandemic 2019. During such periods, the factories, workers, and other productive resources have remained an ideal due to insufficient demand. Economics therefore concerned itself not just with the crucial concern on how nation allocates its scarce product resources to various uses. It also deals with the process by which the productive capacity of these resources is increased and with factors which in the past have led to sharp fluctuation in the rate of the utilization of these resources. In the day-to-day event, we come across several economics issues such as the changes in the price of the individual commodities as well as in the general price level, economics, prosperity, and higher standard of living. Some countries, despite general poverty, poor standard of living in others, some firms making extraordinary profit while others close down. These are matters fundamentally concentrated with economic analysis. The study of the economics will enable us to develop an analytic approach that help us to understand and analyzing a wide range of economic issues. It would it would also provide us with a number of models and frameworks that can be applied in the different situations. The tools of the economics assist in choose the best course of action from among the different alternative courses of the action available to the discussion decision makers. However, it is necessary to remember that most economic problems of the complex nature and are affected by several forces, some of them which are rooted in economics and others political setup, social norms, etc. The study economics cannot be ensured that problems will be appropriately tackled, but without doubt it would be enable to a student examine a problem in its right perspective and would help in the discovering the suitable measure to deal with the same.